Hey everybody, it's Justin here. So Guardians of the Galaxy comes out in a few days. I'm really excited to see that. And, I did a Planet of the Apes movie marathon where I watched all the Planet of the Apes films. It got a lot of great feedback, a lot of views, a lot of people liked it. So I'm going to go ahead and do a Marvel Studios movie marathon in celebration of Guardians of the Galaxy. I have all of the Marvel Studio films available on Blu-ray. I may try to find Captain America: The Winter Soldier online somewhere. But this will be just another movie marathon video where I talk about the films after I watch them, what I liked about them, show you guys some funny scenes throughout the movie. So I got Domino's Pizza in here, barbecue chicken. That should be good. Never tried it, but I also got some of my movies here with me. So talk about some of the Marvel Studio films I do got. I have The Incredible Hulk, The Real Heroes, Steelbook from Universal. Then I also have Thor, which is the Best Buy exclusive red alternate slipcover, and on the back it's got the comic book, the very first Thor comic book. Then I do have Iron Man 3. I know it's ripped there, it sucks, I just realized that. That's just the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Then I have Iron Man, which is the Ultimate 2-disc Collector's Edition with a lot of Iron Man experience, special features. Then I got the 3D version of Avengers, the 3D version of Thor, damn bag, a Captain America, the first Avenger, and then the last one is Iron Man 2, just a standard Blu-ray. So I'm going to watch them in order. When they release them, it means the first one would be Iron Man. So let's get started on Iron Man. I've actually never opened up this Blu-ray and watched it, but that's one awesome Blu-ray case. Alright, let's get started with Iron Man. Having not watched this film in years and just now watching it again, it's crazy how much I missed. Agent Phil Council in here. I thought he was only in the second one, so it's crazy how much things I miss, and like that, this is the start of the Avengers right here. Cool guys don't look at explosions, to blow shit up, then rock away. But on a serious note, can we just take a moment here and discuss how awesome Robert Downey Jr. is as Iron Man? He's provided us with such a great character and does a great job. You really feel like he gives his all in his role as Iron Man, Tony Stark. So thank you, Robert Downey Jr., for what you do and everything you have shown us over the years. God bless. Alright, so I just got done watching Iron Man, and to be completely honest, Iron Man is not my favorite series of the Marvel Studios films. I just don't really care for the Iron Man movies. 2 and 3 are weak. 1 is an okay film. I just feel like there's a lot of more dialogue and storyline than there is action. I don't know. It's just my opinion, to be honest. But after watching it a second time, I do like the character of Tony Stark, and you really get a feel for him in this movie. I think more than the other films, you get a great introduction to Tony Stark and why he wants to make Iron Man and everything. So it's a great introduction to Marvel Studios and Tony Stark. But overall, it's an okay film. I would give it a B. I feel like it's lacking some action. It's got a great story, great dialogue and everything, but just action is what I feel like it's missing from it. So now we move on to The Incredible Hulk, and this is the one that I'm least looking forward to watching. I feel like it's a little bit of a boring film, but let's watch it again and see how it is. Alright, just starting The Incredible Hulk. But I thought that pizza just didn't do it for me, so I had to get more food. So I got a bunch of Chinese food to fill me in for the second movie. Maybe I'll eat more for the third movie.
You are the man.
God bless you, brother.
No, he is the Hulk. Get it right, Edward Norton. I didn't know Phil Dunphy was in this movie. What? This needs to be done in the second Hulk movie. Come on, man. Alright, The Incredible Hulk is over, and I just feel like this movie, there's only a few scenes that are actually worth watching. The end scene with Abomination and The Incredible Hulk are really well done. Some of the best coming out of Marvel Studios. I really loved that fight scene. But overall, I just feel like there's only a few scenes worth watching, and that those are only scenes that involve the Hulk, Bruce Banner transformed into the Hulk. Other than that, I just don't really care for this movie. By the way, I was eating Chinese during The Incredible Hulk, and I couldn't finish it. I just don't do leftovers. I had bought this the other day, and I heated it up, and I don't want to eat it. Took a few bites. I was like, this does not taste as good as the first time I had Chinese, so I don't want to eat this anymore. So it's just gonna sit here until probably tomorrow morning. Alright, so the next film up, I believe, is Iron Man 2, and I don't really care for that one either, so we'll get watching Iron Man 2 now, and then that'll probably be it for tonight, and then I'll watch the rest tomorrow. Because all Pepper Potts do is whine and scream. I seriously just watched this whole entire scene, and all she does is scream and cry. This probably has to be the most ridiculous Iron Man scene in all the Iron Man movies, and probably all of Marvel Studios. I just don't really care for this scene at all. So I fell asleep last night watching Iron Man 2, go figures, and I don't care for that movie one bit. It's just as bad as Iron Man 3 after watching it several more times. And there's just a lack of action. There's only a few action scenes. The race car scene, and then the end. I do like the end. I think the end is really well done. But just the rest of the movie, there's a lot of humor that wasn't necessary, a lot of unnecessary scenes, a lot of plot holes, just a weak script. Overall, I just thought it was a pretty bad movie. I did like the end though. The end is pretty fun with the action, but everything else is just really bad. You don't even get to see Iron Man in his suit till like 30 minutes into the film. But anyways, next up is Thor, and this was an okay film. I also feel like there's a little lack of action in this one as well. You know, I like action, but so let's get started on Thor. Haven't seen this one in a while, so we'll see how this one is. By the hammer of Thor. See how I'm filming it? Because you know, the director likes to film the movie like this. You get it? So funny, right? Alright, so Thor is over, and I've only seen this movie a few times. I saw it in theaters when it first came out, and I like it. It's a decent movie. It's a lot better than the first 3 Marvel Studio films. The visuals in these movies are really great. I like Chris Hemsworth as Thor. He's a great character. You got a lot of great side characters in here. Compared to like Iron Man, some of the characters are weaker in that film, especially Miss Potts. But you know, Jane was really well done in here, and Loki is a badass villain, manipulating everybody. So I really like the villains and everything in this movie. Some of the action sequences are shorter, and so there's not a lot of action in here, but I think it keeps it up with the story and the relationship between Thor and Loki, so I like it. Next up is Captain America, which is my favorite out of those movies besides Avengers. So like Iron Man, Iron Man 2, and the Hulk and Thor. Captain America is my favorite. So let's get started with Captain America, the First Avenger. One thing I do gotta say real quick about Captain America is that it has one of the best scores and soundtrack to any of the Marvel films. It fits it so perfectly of how this film is, and the style of this film, and who Captain America is. It's so damn perfect.
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra! The amount of Hail Hydra is too damn high after Captain America the Winter Soldier. Alright, so Captain America the First Avenger is over, and I love this movie. I love the look of it. I love everything about this movie. The only thing I could go without is some of the montage scenes in the middle of the film, but other than that, Captain America is just a character that I've grown to love over the years. He is such a great character. He cares about others before himself. He's very compassionate. He cares about what he's doing. He always looks out for people. He knows what to do at the right moment, what to say, what's going on, how to handle situations. He's a perfect soldier, and Chris Evans does a great job of acting for Captain America. The fight sequences are really well done. The side characters are awesome. The villain, played by Hugo Weaving as the Red Skull, is amazing as well. And I really like the look of this film. You know, when it was taking place. The set design, everything, directed by Joe Johnston. I really like this film. So next up is a movie that I was waiting to see forever, and it finally came, and that is The Avengers. This has to be one of the coolest scenes out of the whole entire movie. This in the end, this scene is a lot of fun. You get the two of the greatest Marvel characters fighting each other. They really don't know who they are just yet, but it is so fun watching them just duke it out, because they both got strong personalities, and it's just a lot of fun. I wish I was part of the Avengers. Look, I'm with the Avengers. I'm so famous. I'm a superhero. Oh, yay. This scene right here, I saw it opening night, and the scene, oh my god, when Bruce Banner turns into the Hulk, I literally jumped out of my seat, which I never do because I respect everybody at the movie theater.
That's my seat.
But I just got up and I clapped and I screamed like everybody else did. Oh my god, this was so awesome. Oh. Alright, so I just finished The Avengers, and this movie is in my top 5 favorite films of all time. It's just an action-packed, overall fun film. The storyline is not the best in my opinion compared to like some of the other Marvel films, but it makes up with it with the great characters, the chemistry. You got all of the best superheroes duking it out, and some scenes fighting together to save the world. It is just overall so fun. The Hulk and Iron Man still to show their chemistry is awesome. When Bruce Banner is the Hulk, it's amazing. They're also funny. Chris Evans once again does a great job as Captain America. You got a new addition of Hawkeye in there, and some of the other people that work for S.H.I.E.L.D. like Kobe Schmolders. But overall, this movie is just so damn fun. It's just the music, the action, the chemistry, the directing, the style, all of it is just an overall great film. And with a great film, you know, you got a lot to top. And so the next film that came after The Avengers was Iron Man 3, and everybody was hyped up for this film. I wasn't. But let's watch Iron Man 3. Honestly, this is how I would love to watch Iron Man 3.
From the beginning.
Just skipping it all of it because I do not like this film at all. Okay, I will admit that this scene is pretty cool, but that's about it. That's all I'm going to talk about. Alright, so Iron Man 3 is done, and I don't care for this movie at all. You guys know that already. I just don't like the plot in here. The villains are crap. I know I do like a little bit of Iron Man having a little bit of emotional side, but still, I just don't like this movie at all. It's over, thank God. Next up is Thor: The Dark World. I think this scene right here is really funny. It shows how funny Loki can be. Tom Hiddleston does a great job as Loki. It's so funny to see Lady Sif with the voice of Thor. She's great as well too. She should be Wonder Woman. But Loki is so cool in this movie, and I think that this movie really showed me that Loki is so awesome. I was a bit worried to see him as the villain in Avengers because they already used him in Thor, and now they're using him again in Thor: The Dark World, even though he's not really a villain. But he's still a lot of fun, and everybody went crazy over Loki. And this scene right here is really cool with Captain America as well. But Loki is just one badass villain. Alright, so I just got done watching Thor: The Dark World, and I like this one a lot more than the first one. Out of all of the Marvel studio films, I feel like Thor: The Dark World is the darkest one out of them all. It has a great tone to it, and it's just a lot of fun. I like Loki a lot more in this one than I did in the Avengers and Thor. So the relationship between Loki and Thor is a lot better here. They try to work a little bit together and understand each other a little bit more. Oh, so overall, Thor: The Dark World has some great battle scenes, great story, great characters. So I like this one a lot more than Thor. And so that is it now with the Marvel Studio films. I don't have Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and I didn't really feel like watching it online. So I'm going to rank the best Marvel Studio films, but starting from the bottom, I would have to go with Iron Man 3. Just don't care for that movie. Iron Man 2 is also bad. Next would be The Incredible Hulk, then Iron Man, then Thor, The Dark World, then Captain America: The Winter Soldier, then Captain America, then the Avengers. So the Avengers being the best and Iron Man 3 being the worst. I'm so excited to see Guardians of the Galaxy. I feel like it's a bit of a gamble for them, being that the characters are so kind of weird. But it's a very ambitious film, and hopefully it will be great. So this is a little Marvel Movie Studios movie marathon. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next up would be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie marathon. That'll be coming up next week. So you guys, hopefully you guys had fun with this. I did. It's a lot to sit down and watch them all. So this just watch movies with Marvel Studios movie marathon. Hope you had a great time. Please remember to rate, subscribe, comment, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.